Okay, let's see what the first thing. See how that goes. Alright, good. And time for the second one. If that is capable of doing what I need it to do. Now there's like a pop-up chat. Hey Leah, what's going on? How are you doing? Let me see if I can add a chat. Or add it to a doc. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Ugh. Hope you're doing alright. How's your day? Well, my day just started. Woke up. It's 9 a.m. where I am. And I am getting everything ready for this stream. Okay. Let me pop out to the restream. Okay, let me make sure I pause everything a little bit. All the playback. So it won't be too chaotic, well, too laggy as I draw. So after that's said and done, are you gonna use the poses I sent? No, I don't think so. No. I thought about it. Maybe. I have a lot of things planned. Let's see. Oh yeah, let me do the whatchamacallit. Turn on the DS4. But those poses look cool though. Let me see. Let me start off with, wait, maybe I should look at a previous double page spread. So I can at least try to stay consistent with the border size. 20. Alright. And this is also 20. But anyway, how was your day? How's your day going, Leo? Let me check. Okay. I get it. Okay. Okay. This looks pretty simple enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see if I can do a refined sketch. I don't think I drew anything of this. Hold up. Hey Sketch, what's going on? I hate Twitch's new UI in mobile phone. Oh, that's kind of gross. Oh, sorry, I had too many windows open. I was a little bit late of seeing your response. I need to get a good setup. A better setup going on. Yeah, okay. I guess I should have said this sooner, but Leo, please, please do not contact me, asking if I can draw poses for the comic. I appreciate that you're interested, but I'm good for that point. I'm good on that. But anyway, how are you doing, Sketch? Was it a commission? No, it was just an out of blue contact thing. And just the drawings were good, though. Ah, it was just very weird to me. It was very weird to me. I guess people don't know how long it takes to make a comic. Just showing up on stream saying, "Have you drawn the poses yet?" And I'm like, "What?" No, I'm trying to focus on getting this done. But I should be more assertive, though. I take blame for any awkwardness. I should have been more assertive instead of saying I'll think about it. And say yes and no. So that's my L. Okay, so I may be doing these streams for about 30 minutes to an hour because I do have a commission that I gotta fill out. I'll see why. Oh, wait, I see why you don't just say no. I'm too busy and leave it alone. Which is true. When I get bothered, I think it's because of like the position that I am right now. When I get bothered more, then I'll just be more comfortable saying no. I'm busy. Because I guess like psychologically where I am, I'm just happy that anybody's paying me any attention. But when I get used to it, I'll just be like, no, leave me alone. I'm busy. I appreciate it though. Because I know like being timid with it just leads people on into giving them false hope. And then it'll just make them a lot more a lot more furious that I didn't uh like edge them on. So now I'll just say, instead of just trying to be nice, I'll just be like, no. Well, they're only paying attention from the wrong reasons though. Like like wanting something for you. True. I guess it just comes from the not coming from a not being having that much attention. So if somebody just hits me up and I'm like, "Oh wow, somebody actually contacted me." That's some just the sheer thought of that is like out of the ordinary for me. But yeah, just hitting me up asking if I'll draw like poses for them to put in the comic. That's that's no good. That's no good. Well, yeah, if they're contacting you for a commission or something, that's definitely flattering. But if they're trying to get it done for a free, different story, yeah. I'm trying to be as charitable as I can here. I don't imagine these imagine people like hitting me up with the worst intentions. But at the same time, I do need to protect my time and be like, nah, bye, leave me alone. I should probably just start unfriending people on Discord too. While I'm at it. Because most people just, what I don't like about sharing my Discord with other people is that most people don't know how to start a conversation. And not only that, the probability of like just talking to just a kid and just waste time is very high, and I'd like to avoid that as much as possible. I'm not saying and I'm not saying like I hate kids, you know? 'Cause it's flattering, having people being interested in like what I make and whatnot. It's just more of a protection of my time because I'm still making a lot of this content uh, for free, trying to be seen as best as I can, the best of my abilities. And I'm still trying to find a way to make. No, find a way. Find out how I can successfully monetize this this thing, this business. I don't know what character that is. One's Malik and one is Michaela. I know that for at the very least. Why I never use Discord to talk to randoms, only use it for commission stuff to share something quickly. Yeah, I'm gonna start doing that. Someone asked for a if my Discord, I'm gonna be like, nah, sorry, nope. Only if you, only if you, only for business, or if I want to contact somebody quickly. Yeah, I just like the idea of like having fan conversations. The extent of it being like emails and such. Because the whole parasocial thing is just not cool to me. Once chapter 2 of my manga is done, I'm going to apply it, post it to Viz Media website. Can't wait to get it declined for that. Oh boy. Being rejected by Viz Media themselves. What a joy. I really hope that this this air doing making manga like this really takes off. So I can just show people you don't need to go to Viz Media or whatever and get rejected. I guess the hardest part is like creating a grassroots thing, a grassroots series. But animators do it all the time. So I don't. So it's very bizarre to me why not a lot of people do it. I guess it's just not marketed to them, marketed as such. Oh yeah, honestly, I just wanted to see what happens. True, true. But my thing still stands. Like, I honestly see brain rot as a thing. Oh wait, hold up. My pop out isn't even working. Okay, cool. Nothing. Nobody said anything. I mean, I definitely agree from your viewpoint. I'm not in this to living off it, just doing it for fun. Okay, I feel you. I feel you. I don't know what the meaning of fun is. Well, fun isn't quite right. It's more like a hobby. Hey, Zicey. Yo-ho. Yoo-hoo. Yo-ho. Welcome to the chat, Zicey. How you doing? I think I should probably start with the outlines and figure it out as I go. Nothing about you. I'm just working on my comic, making sure I'm doing like the secondary sketches, which I probably shouldn't do because it just eats up time. But it helps me out further working on it further along. Tell me some good news. Tell me some good news. How's your day been going so far? Let me make this one a little bit bigger. Let me make it over here. Put it over here. I literally just woke up, decided on working on a commission or streaming for like an hour. So streaming for like an hour, one out. I'm just rotting in bed because I'm sick at the moment. I feel that. How'd you even get sick? Honestly, maybe it's because the weather, the temperature change. And with that case, I feel that. I remember I felt like death when I came home from Japan. It was incredible. Not incredible, but in a good way. It was like I I felt utterly miserable. But hey, enough about that. Enough about that. Freaking I'm trying to figure out right now. I'm trying to figure out the perspective on this thing, and also he's holding two people in his arms, so that's always gonna be a weird thing to draw. So one thing I always do when I do other things is anyway, yeah, is icy. What's tell me about yourself. What are some of your interests? What brought you here? I guess I can take a guess of just randomly scrolling. Art, gaming, also. Art and gaming, the duality of man. Randomly scrolling. Oh yeah, that's how a lot of people find me through the vertical lives. I'm seeing a lot more people doing art live, and that's pretty cool. I'm shocked I didn't get sick from Japan, but I barely get sick. Oh no, being sick is freaking nuts. I barely get sick too, but it's insane. It's insane how I got sick. Like I don't know how I got sick though. Maybe it's just like the change of the germs in the air. Yeah, it's pretty good to see artists share their hard works with people. Yeah, it's. I noticed that's the hardest part about doing that is mostly the algorithms. Trying to appease the algorithms. because a lot of people like the works that I make. However, the algorithm just doesn't push it because it doesn't know. I assume it doesn't know my audience yet. So I just keep going on YouTube tutorial hell to find out what I can be doing differently. So right now I'm in the era of just keep posting, just keep making lives until something blows up. It's very it's very difficult, but it is pretty much a mindset thing. I hear YouTube is like the hardest thing to do when you're starting out. So I'm like, yeah, I feel that. Actually, let me move this over here. I'm trying to think of the foreshortening or the overlapping. Plus, it saves some space. I could probably move him down over here. Yeah, these digital sketches are more like thumbnail sketches. But yeah, what kind of games do you play? At the moment. For me, I've been playing a lot of games from 2000. From like around 2004. Because right now I'm playing a Munch's Odyssey. Oddworld Munch's Odyssey. It's somewhat of like a puzzle game. Final Fantasy 7, Persona 5, Minecraft, and Roblox. A little Resident Evil as well. I've been playing. I'm playing a Persona 5 on whatchamacallit, on Twitch. I was playing it on YouTube as well, but I'm wondering why. I'm feeling that live streaming playing Persona 5 on this channel is causing the algorithm to not understand what who my audience is. Hey Boss B, what's going on? Welcome to the chat. Because in one stream I'm working on art and the other stream I'm playing games. So I feel like YouTube just is being confused, or the algorithm is being confused about who to target my stuff to. So I'm like, all right, I'll just stick with one thing for right now, and after I blow up I can just do whatever. Or if I accumulate enough of an audience, the blow up theory is over. Puzzle games are the bomb. I I like puzzle games I like puzzle games when they're easy. But when I actually have to think, I'm like, you know what? I don't care anymore. I mostly play games as like a fidget spinner. When I listen to audio, as I listen to audiobooks or listen to podcasts or news and stuff. Remember your last live stream where you made a character whose head looked like someone drilled into his head? Oh, you mean like Purgatory Academy? Oh yeah, I was probably working at Purgatory Academy when the guy whose head looked like a Tic Tac. Hey Jada, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Beyblade. Wait a second. I should probably start up the poll and see if anybody subscribed. If nobody subscribed, then I'll do the poll. Well, honestly, it's not like I'm after subscriptions anyway. Ever since YouTube lowered that thing. Hey, Watch Raven, how you doing? All right, time to do that poll. Let's see. I'm working on Let's Go Metal Hero at the moment. Welcome. So for more comics, like to show The weird thing about YouTube is subscribers really don't mean anything. Now I saw your live. Thank you. I appreciate you seeing my live. Yeah, but the weird thing about YouTube is that subscribers really doesn't matter after you get your monetization. What I'm really going after right now is watch time, watch hours. And with that, honestly, doing lives is the best way to build that up. F in the chat. For some freaking reason, the chat in Safari does not work. Oh, sorry to hear that. Chat. What's on your mind? Start poll. There we go. So we do not matter? No, you absolutely matter. You being in the freaking... you being in the chat and talking absolutely do matter. I think... don't get me wrong, Cap. Oh, man. No, people watching is actually the metric that I'm looking for right now. So, you guys being here, that matters more than being a subscriber. So, honestly, the way that I see YouTube going right now, it's my plan for YouTube going right now is that it matter, like, you guys matter more than just an arbitrary number. Because I'm talking to you. Not gonna lie, the way you interact with your chat is so wholesome. I guess YouTube doesn't think so. I don't know. I guess it's you put in what you put out in a way. When the chat interacts with me, I like to interact with the chat while I draw. So, and plus, people just aren't toxic here. That's why I am subscribed to you. Thank you. I appreciate it, Boss B. What's up, Angels? I'm working on Metal Hero. I finished the segment on Purgatory Academy, so expect an update this week. Expect an update this week. So, yeah, it's been pretty good. Oh yeah, that's low-key true. So after a while, I'm trying to get people to binge. Personally, honestly, I'm trying to get people to binge watch the content. That's why I'm posting a lot of clips of a lot of repurposed content from my comics. And plus, it honestly gets people aware of what I'm drawing or what I'm making. What's your favorite anime? I think Trigun. I really like Trigun from like the 90s or early 2000s. I like that series. I've watched Vash the Stampede, or I watched Stampede, a little bit of it, but it's kind of not really my thing. I gave it a try. That's the best I can say about it. I gave it a try. But I guess I'm just too much of an old head. I'm just too much of an old head. But I really like Trigun. Let's see. Another anime that I like. I like Hunter x Hunter, but I've only seen the 2011. I know that contradicts what I just said. But hey. I also really like a what was it? Yu Yu Hakusho. I think Yu Yu Hakusho is like one of those rare cases where the first episode made me feel emotion. It made me feel emotion. Made me want to cry. So That's a good sign. That's a good sign. Let's see what other animes that I really like. I'm trying to think because I watched a lot of anime. I guess I really like season 2 of Jujutsu Kaisen, mostly because of the philosophy behind it of the second season. The animation's cool, but I think the storytelling really did a leg up that uh only specific people, certain people take it notice of. Have you watched Chainsaw Man before? Oh yeah, I'm caught up with Chainsaw Man. It's pretty good. I feel like you say a different anime every time somebody asks you what's your favorite, because I don't really have favorites. I have one. I have anime that I like. I have anime that I like. Manga is precious too. I agree. I agree. I agree. I agree. Have you ever? I liked One Punch Man and Mob Psycho. One Punch Man was. I get the concept of One Punch Man. I only saw the first season. I saw like a couple of the second season, but then I was like, okay, I get it. It's the gag kind of aspect of it. It feels like I get the concept. It's fine. And at that point, it's just for people who want to see spectacle, like adults with Marvel movies. It's for a different audience. It's fine. It's just not for me. I ain't ragging. I just know it's for a different. Thoughts on Elfen Lead? Oh, that's the first time I've heard of it. What's it about? My manga binge have been very low lately. I think the next manga I personally want to finish, or not manga, but anime I want to finish is Monster, because I think Monster, like I think I, well, not I think I stopped watching Monster because it was too slow for my liking. Blasphemous, I guess. But I do know how good it is. I do see uh the light at the end of the tunnel. It's just that my Gen Z Zoomer little brain um was not stimulated enough. I guess. My favorite anime is Land of the Luxurious. Probably a manga's was one hell of a ride. Nice. I love this new anime called Solo Leveling. I saw one episode of Solo Leveling and I couldn't get into it. Maybe I need to watch more. I need to probably give it like two more episodes. I'm not a big fan. This is the weird thing about me. I'm not a big fan of hype anime. I'm not a big fan of like fights and whatnot. It's not interesting to me. But if there's a the whatchamacallit, if the storytelling is solid, then that'll be a good reason for me to check it out even more. You know what I mean? Okay. I wait. I thought that was a well known among old head watchers. It's about an elf being experimented on to develop their psychic powers to break out of a lab. Okay. Solo Leveling is a Korean manhwa. I know about that. Like when I was doing my marketing, when I was doing marketing, whatchamacallit, like I couldn't escape Solo Leveling. Like I don't know how, but sometimes you would just get manhwa that's just have that word of mouth praise out the wazoo. Just oh wow, holy bro. Oh my gosh. Let me just get that out there. Yo, at the block list. Out of here. Mods. Ban that bot. Man, I do freaking love Twitch and their bots. It's such a wonderful thing. But anyway, have you read any webtoons before? Only a couple of webtoons from mutuals back when I was on Twitter, just to scope out competition. I'm a very competitive guy. like when I see when I posted on webtoons, I would just be super competitive, or I would just compare myself to others to the point that it just wasn't good for me mentally. Like even today, I'm not even on Instagram that much because there's a lot of artists on Instagram, a lot of people that's doing something similar to what I'm doing, and I just constantly can't stop myself from comparing or seeing how I can imitate their strategies and other stuff, other competitive stuff. So I'm just like, I gotta get out of here. So I just haven't looked at any whatchamacallit, any webtoons for that matter, because the comparisons will be out the wazoo. For me personally, but you like Jujutsu Kaisen and Chainsaw Man, lol, a lot, lol, a lot of fights. Well, I don't like the thing about Jujutsu Kaisen is that I said that I liked season 2 over season 1. Season 1 didn't stick a lot to me because the storytelling was fine. It just didn't. I couldn't think the philosophy of it didn't stick out to me. I didn't know what was it about. But season 2, I really like the theme of is it really a virtue to look after the weak, for the strong to look after the weak, and that was really cool to me. And how the entire season was just that philosophy, or those two butting heads, or two ideas, but fighting it out. For Chainsaw Man, I like the theme of, or the story of Denji trying to find worth, and he finds worth within his little ragtag team of suicidal, borderline suicidal demon hunters, and being manipulated by a woman that does not have his best interest. And I like the idea of Chainsaw Man being a story about Denji essentially being a male victim. So I like that idea of Chainsaw Man. Like the fights are cool, but the fights aren't really the first thing that comes to my mind when I look at either of those things. When I see like a good fight scene in an anime, I'm like, oh wow, somebody didn't go home to see their kids that day, that week. That's the only thing that I see when I look at cool fights. But that's just me. Okay, I would think I'm gonna do. Good luck on your comment. Thank you, Zycy. I appreciate you coming out. I guarantee season 3 will be fire. I'm sure. I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for it. I just hate cliffhanger endings. It's lame, but it is what it is. Jesus, the real villain, that one-eyed cat. Ah, yeah. I think that's cool. Detaching yourself from like your creations to a point where you're like, okay, anybody can die, anybody can get it. Okay. Jujutsu Kaisen. Who should I kill today? Victim of his own success? Yeah. That week. You mean year, right? Oh, did I say something? Oh, wait, I missed something. My favorite mon was Her Summon. I would recommend you to see this one too. Houski no Kuni. Specialty, especially the last one can give you stylistic ideas. All right, I'll check it out. I'll open this up in a new tab. Both of these up in a new tab. So after the stream, I'll skim through it. Pop out chat. Can't discount the hard work and care people do to put into those fight scenes. If they sacrifice time, at least the fans can enjoy the work. Yeah, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It's it's not what I look for in anime, honestly. I guess what I look for in anime, I guess people would say, "Oh, just read a book, you loser." But I like different strokes. Different strokes, I suppose. Creating fight scenes is difficult. Absolutely, I know, I know. I ain't saying that to like discount all the hard work that goes into it, because yeah, without a doubt, you don't. It's not like you can't go home to see your wife and kids and say. And I'm not saying that's an easy thing to do, just being whipped by your employer to make buttery smooth anime so people can rip it and put it on YouTube and add a 60 frames per second filter over it and completely ruin the flow. But I don't know. That's neither here or there. What inspired you to do comics? I was an animator first, and well, how would I put animator? But whatever. I was an animator first, but I wanted to make cartoons, but I wanted to make them in a. I wanted to make cartoons, but it takes a lot of time and a lot of effort to make a cartoon. So my sister showed me a couple of comics. I took inspiration from that, and the comics I kind of where my jumping off point was Scotty Young's I Hate Fairyland, and I forgot the creator of Deadly Class. I was just studying that for a little bit, and I saw that, and I was like, oh yeah, I can make comics too. So I guess I can make comics too. So that kind of got me into trying out this medium. And that was forever ago. That was years ago. It was like comics and manga didn't really get me into making comics. It was more that I wanted to tell a visual story, and comics are a visual medium of storytelling. That and plus I and plus like I the American style of comics didn't really inspire me that much. But the American style of comics didn't inspire me that much, mostly because of you would see like 3 to 5 people in the credits of an American comic book, so that made me think that you need like 3 or 4 people to make a comic. But when I looked at manga, you would just see one name on the title, and that just made me think, oh yeah, one person can do this. Well, one person can make an entire manga by themselves, but as I grew up, I realized that a lot of even manga have like 2 to 3 assistants with them, and just the main guy has the name on top on the cover. But that did get me into making manga. So, but still, even though I think the majority of manga like makes manga by themselves, and they don't get assistants until like they really showed their worth. They proven their worth. So that's my long-winded answer. Creating fight scenes, yeah. Okay, yeah, right. That yeah, create. No, I create too. I was inspired by '90s manga like Doraemon. Doraemon and Shinchan is emotion. Is emotion. That's cool. Is a mood. I haven't seen that much. I haven't seen people say they're inspired by that. Um, let me look. Let me look back, cause I do. Let me look back at the Twitch and the YouTube chat. I can't. Okay. Yeah, right. I mean, slice of life anime is all about talking and no fighting. Yeah, I was into a little bit of a josei anime, a little bit like Kids on the Slope, because I did like it. I did like a that change of pace. Also, I really like Beastars mostly because it's a josei with it's literally just a josei manga, but it just has like a little bit of it's labeled as a shonen for like it really shouldn't be a shonen. I don't think Beastars should be a shonen. It's more of a josei. It just has like action elements to it, just to fit the just because it feels. But that's just me. But slice of life is all about talking, no fighting. You were talking about Jujutsu Kaisen fight scenes. You said someone didn't get the home didn't go home that week. It's that year instead. Yeah, exactly. Were you thinking about doing frame by frame or rigged animation? Whichever gets the job done. I'm more of an end results type of guy. If it looks good, then I'm good. Yeah, if it looks good, then it's good to me. Like I started, like I think I started doing a frame by frame back in 2009 when I was a kid with Footnote Atena. Then I moved over to like Anime Studio, which was like a puppet animation, and then I moved over to Open Tunes, which was frame by frame again, and now I'm just making comics, which is and then putting them on YouTube to make it look like a what should we call it? To make it look like a slideshow again. So I'm all over the board with that. Uh, Sakashi, no Apollyon. I don't know what that is, but I'll open that up in a different tab. Ken Slopa is dope. Uh, House Husband is peak slice of life. Rose over Rose, yeah. I've seen like a little couple of episodes of Way of the House Husband on Netflix. It's nice. That's nice. It's more of a that's more of a gag. It's more of a gag thing than a story driven thing. I might get into Sakamoto Days because that sounds interesting a little bit. They might have something going on, but I don't know. Unless I get that one video recommending Sakamoto Days and what's it really about, then I'll give it a try. That sounds tiring. Yeah, doing what I do. Yeah, I don't know I forgot what that was about. But it can be tiring. But it's one thing that I noticed is what is difficult for one person can be super easy to another person. So it really depends on knowing your limits, I suppose. Any comments on Vizipop? I don't think about Vizipop at all. But she is also an example of no, like it doesn't matter what people think of you as long as you keep making content. Then people won't forget, but people just will stop caring. I think Vizipop's like another example of that for me. Because I know there's like countless controversies that's attached to her, so I'm like, oh, that's interesting. Cancellation is a joke. There's no such thing. Keep making content. So true. Like there's no such thing. Just keep making content. People will just get over it. Let's see. I'm gonna try to... Not this. Okay, here we go. I'm trying to find out what I can do. Yeah, this is good. This is good. But... Yeah, but the thing about looking at other like independent creators, like I know they work hard on what they make, and it's just completely unfair to compare what I've made to what they've made and whatnot. And also, I just really hate the idea of like deserving deserving a attention. Because I don't think I think it really helps with having the philosophy of nobody really deserves anything, and it allows me to be a lot more grateful for what I do have. But that's just me. So I have the theory that Kanye didn't get canceled because he's cuckoo. It's because he stopped making dope music. I feel that. I understand. There's some songs that I do like from the Vultures. Like, but Vultures was honestly, he really didn't need to make that. That's my idea. That's my thought. It's a Vultures felt like a whatchamacallit. How would I put this? It's it felt like a filler. It felt like a filler arc. Because if you listen to Kanye's whole discography, it's him. It's a progression of him as a person and an artist. Like as a person and an artist, and it all tells like a narrative of like where he's mentally at or where he wants to be, his goals and aspirations, or his faults. And then Vultures was like, what is this? Where does this fit on the timeline? Is he just going back to hedonism? You know what I'm saying? But ever since like he realized the whole like Christianity, like being Christian was a what was it? A grift. Then it is what it is. Like if you looked at even if you looked at Jesus as King, you would see that he had a lot of ghostwriters for that one, a lot of assistants with that one. So I'm like, what did you really write here? Like I know having like not ghostwriters, but having assistant songwriters isn't like a new thing in art, but I had a lot of those. There's a lot of those on his gospel, his Jesus is King album. And like I could, and like there's a thing about me. I don't know. I was able to like look over a lot of his weird stuff. Not accepting his weird rhetoric, by the way, but they wouldn't have been able to bring him down if he didn't stop making making pop DJ. Put my speakers up tonight. I'm gonna fight. So I see the sunlight. Yeah. So you're calling Kanye a fraud, basically. The Jesus is King era was absolutely a fraud. Was absolutely fake. Could he like? Was there a part of his life where he was a Christian? Probably. A lot of people like to say that he was still engaging in a lot of stuff, a lot of non-Christian stuff during his Jesus is King era, and I was like, you know what? A lot of like, if I'm gonna be honest, like there is no perfect person. If he was dabbling into like not good things, I understand because that shift, that one, it's not a one. That 180 shift isn't going to be easy. It's hard to drop everything, right? After you live a life so much of whatever. But I at least understand that he's struggling through something that a lot of men can struggle through, especially having access to such activities. However, like on that podcast that he was on saying that, oh yeah, it wasn't that he said he had beef with God. Like, for me, it's not me. What did it for me wasn't saying that he had beef with God, beef with Jesus. That's honestly, I'm like, every Christian does not fully. I can agree. Doesn't make like it makes sense for me that not every Christian can agree with what Jesus says because they still have to argue with their flesh. But it is understanding that your disagreements are coming from the flesh, and you need to what's the thing? You need to submit to that higher authority to understand to submit to that higher authority, right? I forgive you, Mason. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. You have to submit to that higher authority. But he went on saying that he is God again, and I'm like, all right, that's it. I'm done with Ye. He can. I hope he finds God truly. So that's me. That's just me. So whatever he does now, I'm like detached. Tahe says Jujutsu Kaisen was going to end in the 8th chapter because Ajiji Yatsumi thought it wouldn't be famous until it started getting good responses. I feel that. I feel that. Ending at the eight chapters. That's fair, honestly. Like a lot of good manga get axed, I'm sure, because of the reality of the situation. Bro is just weird. But Ye is still gonna be around as long as he keeps making music. Because a lot of people, that's just the key of being on the internet now. You just gotta keep making music. You just gotta keep making content. Just gotta keep reminding people that you're still alive. Is it like whether it being good stuff? That's up to you, I guess. That's up to you. I heard his last couple of albums wasn't even good. I like some songs from those last couple of albums. Gee, is that the other chat? Yeah, it's the other chat. Welcome, Bree. Welcome, Bree. I was in a funk last night, and one thing that I've learned, I should stop criticizing myself after like 9 p.m. After 8 p.m. That's when I start doubting myself like heavily. Until like I was looking at what type of content would gets the most watch hours, and it turns out live streaming always gets the most watch hours at the moment. So I'm just gonna keep doing this. I just want to be a mangaka. On like, what does being a mangaka mean to you, Tejas? Because you can make a finished chapter, and then you can be like, "Oh yeah, I'm a mangaka now." So like you have to set those goals for yourself, because it's not like there's a universal standard for that kind of stuff like anymore. And I know that's kind of sounds like uh, a black pilling thing, but you got to make the best. It's bad when you make it. It's bad when you make of it. Whatever they say. It's really what you make of it. But yeah, pray for Ye. MJ Mix Daily. What's going on, MJ? I'm gonna assume this is Metal Hero because I didn't read the title. What do you guys get when you are notified that I'm going live? Do you just see like, oh, Mason is streaming? Let me just go watch the stream. Hey, Asif. I don't read it. I just look for the YouTuber's name. Okay. Let me check the YouTube thing. Maybe I can do the poll, and hopefully, YouTube, the horizontal chat, will be pushed to more people. Because there's a lot of people on the horizontal chat than the vertical chat. At the moment. Welcome. Welcome. So for more comics. Support. Mind. There we go. Start poll. Just doing that for real quick. Uh-oh. That's not meant to happen. Here we go, that. Let's do this. And do that. And open this up. There we go. It's really hard. It's really hard to feel bad for millionaires. They are like human beings too. At the very least, like I feel for them on a human aspect. It's kind of like saying like I can't feel for millionaires. It's like saying cyberbullying doesn't exist. Just turn off the camera. Like just log off. Um, I can understand. I understand like what they're going through must be weird. Because at the same time, like humans aren't built for that kind of engagement. You know what I mean? That's just not what we're built for. And the amount of, and I can imagine the amount of money just changes the people that want to orbit you. You know what I mean? Because of like what we said in the whatchamacallit, in the previous stream. It's like fame really makes people turn into Mad Men characters. People start being cautious about who you're around. What do you say on the internet? And so much stuff that has to do with publicity. To the point, like, you kind of if you want to be a public figure, you kind of forfeit your privacy in a way. At least now. Where do you upload your webcomic? I upload it on my website. I upload it on YouTube. Those are the two things, because my website is for when it's just good to have a website, and YouTube is for people to actually know about my comics. Literally anything else, it's just not helpful to me, so I don't post it there. Marketing is a new venue for me. For marketing your stuff, I don't put money. Don't pay for ads. In fact, that's your first thing. I spent hundreds of dollars just to tell you that. And the second thing is to make make a video content surrounding your comic or your inspirations, and put it on YouTube, put it on TikTok, put it on Instagram. I mostly say YouTube because YouTube has like the algorithm that helps smaller creators first and foremost. I don't like TikTok because it's more difficult for people to leave TikTok, and those numbers are basically imaginary. And I know I see like a handful of influencers on TikTok saying that they're able to make millions by getting a big enough following, putting their items on their TikTok shop, and basically profiting off of it. So, I just haven't done that. That's just me. And plus, if you want to get viral on TikTok, there's a whole process of that, and you're like, nah. Me personally, I think I posted I posted a lot of stuff on TikTok, over 100 stuff by now, and things haven't gone pretty good for me. TikTok is banned from my country. Okay, so for Tejas, I would just recommend YouTube and Instagram. So I can assume that YouTube is not banned for Tejas. At the very least. I'm back. I see you in my recommended. I don't read it. I just look at the title. Okay, I already read that. It might be hard, but I feel like you can be rich and stay true to yourself. That's true. I can see that's possible. By having a lot of avenues for revenue, so you don't have to feel like you can censor yourself or just be fake. To people, be fake. But you just gotta have, at the end of the day, you gotta understand that revenue stream. so you can be comfortable being yourself, or you just be seen everywhere and drum up an audience that will that appreciates the content that you create or the value that you give. So it'll be a no-brainer for them. Got to stay humble, man. Absolutely, gotta stay humble. But I guess that's way easier than said than done. Yeah, I'll figure that out. Once I get there, maybe. How are your mornings or afternoons or late night times? I forgot the words for that. My mornings, I just wake up, eat a pancake, drink some coffee. Now I'm trying to stream again. Testing out streaming in the mornings again. Because I'm anxious. And I'm trying to find out I'm not even trying to find out the best streaming times anymore. YouTube tells me the best times that I should stream. Me personally, I just want to grow my YouTube channel. I just want to grow the watch hours to get more people to find out about the comic, and that's taking forever, unfortunately. My middays, I work on the channel. I change titles. I mostly change titles, hopefully, for ones that people will click. YouTube will push and people will click. In my nights, I usually do more comic stuff. I want to work on comics like twice for like 6 hours a day instead of like 3. Honestly. But I think the main thing holding me back from doing that is just monetary. But I'm trying to grow. I'm trying to get as much people to figure out, to know this channel and getting people to support me through buying comics or buying different kinds of merch, which I shall have set up soon. I'm trying to see what's the best way to do that. Again, and if people will support by buying merch. You know? Well, that's me. That's me right now. So that's my mornings, evenings, and nights. My mornings, afternoons, and nights, evenings. I miss Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson be missed. I want to draw a manga, but my parents say focus on my studies. Yeah, focus on your studies. Entertainment is a zero-sum game. Unless you know how to market your stuff, or you have like a crew that'll market your stuff for you, and if you know how to make your mangas profitable, yeah, I say stick to your studies. Entertainment is so freaking ridiculous. It's hard to recommend it. I don't even recommend if people have like a other thing to do, and they just want to do manga for fun, I say do the other thing, because this manga stuff, I'm a maniac. I'm like a monomaniac when it comes to this stuff. I literally can't see myself doing anything other than creating stuff that I find value, that I want to put into the world. That's why I do what I do. I don't recommend anybody else doing this, honestly. Like even if I make it and become like the best person and the best person to ever do this kind of stuff, I still say go with the safe option, because the reason why I'm doing this right now is because I don't have a plan B, and I put myself in these situations because literally trying anything else, I just do not have an interest for it. But that's me. It's dangerous. So, like, I eat, sleep, and breathe the analytics of YouTube, trying to make sure how I can turn something that isn't even a proven niche into something profitable. So that's me. So yeah, we'll focus on studies. That's me. That's just me, though. Wait, let me just do the pop-out chat. I constantly have to fiddle along with this chat to see if anything's good. So, just so I don't leave anything out. Spooky Robot Man. I agree. I agree. Okay. Just checking the YouTube stuff. So how's everybody doing today? Today, or tonight, or to evening? What other kinds of traditional art do you guys do, if y'all even do it? Oh no, for me, the extent of traditional art that I do is making thumbnails. Making thumbnails for the comics. Oh yeah, I know angels work traditionally. Okay, done. Let me see if I can draw Malik. Right here. I think after this, after Let's Go Metal Hero, I'm done with. After I finish with the this part. Yeah, after I finish with this segment, it'll be Just a Reaper, and I haven't finished doing the digital sketches for it. But I do have I think we're gonna do like 10 pages of Just a Reaper though, and then I'm moving on to Chimera Island, which I finished the thumbnails for it while I was on the vacation. It's really fun. It's very fun. I draw digitally, but my two fingers are getting tired after a little, so I still do traditional stuff like sculpting, painting, and just simply drawing with pencils. If I was Bree, I would just I would like do all the sketching and line art traditionally, then take a picture of it and paint it digitally. Because that's how a lot of early 2000s cartoons and anime was done. With the burst of technology, a lot of stuff was being digitally painted to save on costs. Traditionally drawn, but digitally painted. So that's a what should we call it? An avenue you can look into. You win some, you lose some. Exactly. I fact that my autocorrect. I was drawing some of my doodles. Okay. You absolutely do win some, and you absolutely lose some. I was watching a video of a guy saying that saying his strategy of getting watch time, and I remember he said something like if you get 30 people to watch your streams consistently, then you'll get your watch hours in no time. And I'm like, how am I gonna get 30 people to watch my streams, bro? I guess that takes time. Like, it's like, oh, just stop being poor. But I guess I'll just keep hammering at it with creating thumbnails, creating titles and thumbnails, trying to clickbait as much people as possible. Okay. Right, dude saying like that like it's easy. Step one, draw a circle. Step two, draw the Mona Lisa. I mean, from what I'm seeing, you you've gotten 18 views on one stream, but it's not really that. Uh, that means those views counts for like not every view doesn't really indicate that I've gotten a specific amount of watch time, if that makes sense. Just because like I've gotten 18 people. Oh yeah, yeah. Just because I have like 18 people look at my stream doesn't mean I have 18 people looking at the entire stream. You know, like I would need like 18, like I would need like 30 people to watch like the entire stream to accumulate those watch hours. Which I think the best stream that I've had was getting like 18 watch hours from it, and that was like 17,000 views, and that was just a fluke. Oh hey, what's going on, Garg? Task Garg, Chaos Squad, and Task Garg, where I found my clone. But the average, yeah, but there are people that have been streaming on this platform for years, and I don't see an average of anything close to 30 views. Exactly. Well, that's the thing about Twitch though. Twitch is a terrible thing for discoverability. Same thing. Not really. Robot switched waste. Huh? Wait, I need to look at a previous snatched waste. I need to check something. I need to check which hand was okay. Oh, Michaela's on the right and Malik's on the left, of course. I guess to remedy this, I will flip this. Whoa. Michaela's on the. There we go. Problem solved. You mean snatch? Switch. Problem solved. Okay, so. Uh oh, wrong thing. LOL. Uh, wait, give me a sec. Let me see. I'm trying to find the right thing. I smell a problem. A problem. Problem solved chat. There we go. Uh, this is cool. Now let's see. 1, 2, 3. No. Okay. All you have to do is flip it horizontally. I need a better system because I keep juggling between everything. But here we go. Hey, I have material for videos. Wait. I have many materials for videos. Should I put out them all or once, or should I post once a week type? It really doesn't matter the posting frequency that I personally, because I tried posting like once a day, once a week. It really doesn't matter. Just don't like post everything on one day. They just don't post everything in one day. But if you're a new channel, probably post 3. What you want to do, a strategy that I've heard, is posting 3 of them at once, and then link them all together so people can binge watch your content from the jump. So they'll have so people will have content that's bingeable from the jump. I don't think people can binge watch a live streams though. I remember there was this one streamer I watched, didn't have any views, who was playing his RPG game I liked, and I showed up when he was playing it, and he got mad at me because I wasn't there for his other gaming streams. Didn't know how to feel about that. I think it's just a frustration of just a lack of notoriety. Because when I see stuff like that, I know it's like, okay, you're suffering. You don't know how to don't know where it comes from. Oh, that person specifically. Drawing on my phone has its benefits. Never mind, it doesn't. I feel that. But yeah, that guy that was just mad at you for not showing up on the other streams, he's clearly upset. Not at you. It's just that definitely a frustration thing, and I can feel that. But taking it out on me. Yeah, because people don't really know how to vent out their frustrations properly. Because if he knew how to vent out his frustrations, he wouldn't have taken it out on you. So it's absolutely not a you thing. It's very much like he just doesn't know how to he just doesn't know how to fix the situation that he's in, or he doesn't fully realize how to address his own problems. So yeah, it's like being in retail and having to work with people that yell at you for getting an order wrong or something like that. Like, the person is frustrated and they want to... Yeah, the person is just frustrated and they want to take it out on whoever is the closest proximity to them. And if they knew better, they would know that you're not the guy to yell at or to fix that situation. However, and that's kind of the point of retail. So people who are important to the establishment wouldn't take the fall, and the only people that would take the fall are the expendables or the employees in this case. But that's just my opinion though. Frustration is scary. Like, bro, I don't want to watch a Tekken stream where the majority of you are just practice for like 3 hours straight. Yeah, and that's like also a thing on him. For I wouldn't say he's making terrible content. It's just that gaming streams, and to an extent, yeah, gaming and art streams are just a dime a dozen. But like gaming, like literally anybody can play a game, right? Um, Unless they're doing something cool or noteworthy that warrants people to watch like 3 hours of training, then the content that he makes isn't special, and the content that I make isn't special. Oh, yeah, it's not. His content isn't terrible. I just like when he plays RPGs. Okay. But yeah, and it also comes out of a lot of things. But I can see that's just frustration. Not just frustration then. Okay, that's way better. So, Michaela on the right, Malik on the left. I'll draw that. I'll draw them over here. I get frustrated, but I don't like go off on people for it. Even I know it's their fault. Even if I know if it's their fault, I don't do anything because I don't feel like starting conflict. Yeah, I get that. I mean, I love art streams. I feel everybody's art is unique to themselves. Plus, I just like having conversations. True. And it's hard to converse when a person explain a game. It's hard to conversate when a person explain a game you have no interest in or know nothing about. Okay. Yeah. It's just that YouTube. It's just like Twitch. I would mostly blame it on Twitch. Terrible discovery. Twitch's terrible discovery. Like, I firmly believe people just don't blow up. People don't get noticed on Twitch. They get noticed on other platforms, and then they tell people from those other platforms to go on their Twitch. I've been hearing that people's been trying to get other people to go from TikTok to Kick or Twitch or whatever, but people on TikTok, they don't want to leave. They don't want to leave TikTok. And that's the weird thing about marketing. It's like, how can you make content that'll make people leave? And if you're gonna make people leave, then leave their site of choice, then it's gotta be something good. Then you gotta take them to a place where you have to profit from it as quickly as possible. People just don't like leaving other platforms in general. Yeah, true. got a friend who told me to get repercussions on repercussions in Instagram, and then go to YouTube and or Twitch. Repercussion? I've seen people with large followings on something like Twitter and can't even get 30 live viewers on Twitch. Yeah, that's just how it is. I guess they gotta get YouTube. They gotta get that Twitter premium so they can go live, and then they'll get those viewers, or at least some sort of notoriety. More notoriety than on Twitch. What are things you guys get frustrated over? I'm not telling the internet what upsets me. Like, I'm not giving the internet ammo for free. That's a pop out chat. But honestly, the greatest things that I guess what upsets me, what's annoying. I guess what's annoying that on my internet right now is, I think I already said this, but like all this woke stuff. Where the super chats at when you need them. Oh, since you're on the horizontal live stream, if you can just check on the where are the super chats when you need them. Yeah. You can send like a donation if you click on the link in the whatchamacallit in the description, since you're on the horizontal stream. The non short stream. And every donation you send, it'll be on a Twitch, it'll be on alerted, and you can see it on the whatchamacallit. You'll see it on the screen. And plus with super chats, whatchamacallit. I know with super chats, YouTube takes like 20% of them. 20% of all donations. I think with Power Chat, you can get your super chat read with text to speech, with different voices and such. I think I found out about Power Chats when I was looking at I found out about Power Chats when I was looking at another thing, another podcast that I listened to. So yeah, I highly recommend it, and that I would appreciate it as well. But I guess YouTube doesn't think I'm important enough to have super chats yet. But the time will come. The time will come. Squad says woo. Now, let's see. And honestly, I really appreciate everybody who says anything. How dare YouTube? No, I get it. I get it. If it wasn't for YouTube, I would still be struggling I would be struggling more trying to get people to look at my comics. So it is what it is. This is protector mode or metal hero. Protector mode. What do you mean protect? Yeah, this is metal hero. There's an assassin trying to take Metal Hero. Oh, I didn't see the title. Same. Okay, so this is pretty good. I think it's funny because I don't have I keep changing the size of everybody. Like this angle in particular has been difficult. But I just gotta rough it out. Because I'm dealing with a bunch of different elements. Okay, that's good enough. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, I think this is good. So remember, Malik is on the left. And he has his left foot out. So I'm going to do the good old switcheroo. Oh, wait, there's no item to transform. What are you talking about? We switch this around. Bam. And do a free transform. Just like that. It looks a little bit flat, but that's fine. It'll look better when I redraw it. Because like the sketches are more or less a just a thumbnails. So now it's time to get serious. Just doing the layouts. But I think I only have let me check. Oh wait, I did not save at all. There we go. There we go. Okay, so I would need to do 2, 4, 6, 8. There's 8 pages in this thing. I love IRA height logic from Kill la Kill. Kill la Kill. He's always something. IRA height logic. Oh, okay, I know what you mean. He's from Kill la Kill. He's always bigger than the biggest person in the room. Yeah, that's his size. He's always bigger than you. Pretty random, but sometimes I feel like I'm annoying, probably because I was a really talkative kid. So I don't really like starting conversations in person. So if somebody starts talking, I get excited. Oh no, I understand. There's a thing that I notice that I do in conversations. I would cut somebody when I get excited in a conversation. I cut people off. I think I probably get that from my mom. Height bigger than you. I think I just honestly that's how I deal with character height. It's like, oh, this character will always be bigger than this character, and this character will always be bigger than that character. How tall are they? I don't know. I just imagine like how tall they are compared to other characters. which is kind of funny. Like, none of these characters are real. I'll leave that to the production committee if they want to make it into an anime or whatever. The only thing that matters in this comic is hierarchy. Is the visually pleasing hierarchy. Which is kind of funny. I wonder how Metal Hero would look with the one thing I like working on with the series is seeing how things can progress visually. How dare you? My gotcha waifus are real. They're real to me. For real, for real. Okay. Well, let's see. Let's see. Drawing the robot. Right here. Foreshortening. It's a pain. Hey, what time is it? It's almost 2. Anyway. Also, I was told a lot I was annoying when I was little, so I started believing it because my brothers just wanted nothing to do with me, and my parents kind of played with me. But I don't know, I was kind of lonely. I understand. I'm like, how do you deal with stuff like that? Bree. Oh, I don't really deal with it. Hmm. I mean, you do. I mean, you're not. I assume you're not thinking about it 24/7. I just leave it alone. Okay. I can understand that. I can understand that. I think it's different for everybody. Like how they deal with that kind of stuff, or how they learn to move on, or just to function, or to function with a with that reality. Because people around you probably don't really know how to deal with that as well, and that causes and that can cause more suffering. But it's not really, it's not intentional. Is that people just don't know how to make the situation better. They don't fully understand the situation, therefore they don't know how to find a solution to have the least amount of suffering for everybody. Yeah, but sometimes it crosses my mind and I lose sleep over it because I'm a bit of an overthinker at times. Like, usually I just think that that's why I give a lot of people the benefit of the doubt. Um, they probably just don't understand what they're doing, or they don't know how to deal with it either. But so that just means that I have to like look after like my personal health, or you just have to look after your personal health first and foremost. Be cognizant of the emotions of the people around you, and be cognizant of how you can adjust socially, and know what you can, what are conditions that you can control and you cannot control. I think a lot of behavioral things can be controlled. A lot of like I'm no expert on anything. I'm just like giving out my opinions. We can train ourselves to be um different, or a refined versions, or refined versions, for better or worse versions of ourselves. But at the end of the day, um that doesn't mean like the people know like what to do with that situation, if that makes sense. Like sometimes I try to put myself before other people, because in my own opinion I have to fix my own problems before I can help other people with theirs. Isn't that what the army does? Teach discipline. That is a way you can learn discipline. That is absolutely a way people can learn discipline. Like if I know, like with with people with ADHD, I heard a way that you can cope with it is just gamifying everything that you do. What I mean by that, you just make sure you have rewards for every good deed or whatever that you seek, that you want to do. So you train yourself. It's like what was it, Paslow's dog or something, Maslow's dog or something like that. What makes having ADHD bad? I'm not. I didn't say anything like that. Yeah, chat. I tried that. I kind of gave up. Also, having a sponsor could also help. I mean, I'm genuinely curious. I didn't mean that as a combative thing. Mazeltov. Oh wait, did I say Maslow's hierarchy of need? I don't know. Pavlov's dog or something like that. I don't know. I didn't eat breakfast this morning. How would you feel if you ate it? Well, how would you feel if you didn't eat breakfast this morning? That's what I'm going through. I haven't eaten breakfast this morning. I only ate coffee, drank coffee, ate coffee. But ADHD isn't a bad thing. It's just do I believe ADHD is a thing? No. No, but I think everybody learns differently, or they just behave differently, or react to stimuli in a different manner. Um, I think uh, I wouldn't say like ADHD is a bad thing. It's just something that's different, and it's only a bad thing when the society really wants its people to act a certain way, or just to learn act or learn a certain way. Society, man. I used to have therapy, but like I just don't feel like opening up to a therapist that much. Honestly, if I think I said this on a previous live stream, but honestly, if people didn't have the internet and people just knew how to talk to each other again, we wouldn't need therapists. Therapy would just be gone, you know? If people like took confession, like if people like back in the day, if we took confession seriously and confessed our sins or our grievances to like a pope or somebody behind just have that place to vent every day or like bi-weekly, like we wouldn't need therapists. We would have somebody that we would be comfortable venting to, and have not everybody have like the right advice, but having like a good friend or somebody that can you can just like talk to, you know, that's that's baller. Like we just need people to you just need to relearn how to interact with each other again. But that's just my opinion, man. What do I know? Doesn't it mean you get hyper focused on things? No, I think that's some sort of autism if you hyper focus on things. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know if I'm supposed to say that anymore. Neurodivergent or whatever. That goofy therapist diagnosed. I sent that too earlier. You're a goofy diagnosed you with depression. You're not depressed. Oh yeah. What? Another thing about like a lot of doctors and therapists, like they want to diagnose you with things to get you on pills to make you a to basically give you a subscription service on your health, because they want symptoms. They want to give you problems, and they want to sell you problems so you can buy solution. Yeah, you just want to not even sell you so you can buy solutions. They want to sell you problems so you can have subscriptions to the solution. That's what I mean. So I'm highly skeptical of like just the medical industry as a whole. Of course, you got to pay people to listen to your events. People are not doing that for free these days. Yeah, like anybody who I don't know the guy who I'm gonna punch the guy who invented therapy in the jaw. Like it's just another way of commodifying human interaction. it's like it's like a socially acceptable prostitution. I'm gonna get freaking if I get canceled for anything, I'm gonna get canceled for that. Commodifying social interact because I don't know my unexpected beef with therapy with therapists. But at the same time, it's just like the complete wreckage of a social fabric of a society. And I think that's why a lot of narratives that say society is bad. No, no. It's the social fabric that's kind of bad, and rebelling against society is never the answer. I don't think rebelling against society is the answer. I think giving a solution of how the family unit or just a social unit can be better, that's more I'm here I am talking about stories, or just themes again, like having a story with a theme that says here's how we can treat each other within the same neighborhood to make things better for everybody, to make things better for like everybody that lives within your neighbors, I should say. That's cool to me. The concept of that is cool to me. I'm just living in La La Land right now. Maybe that's what Chimera Island's gonna be about. Nah, she didn't give me pills. She just gave me ways to cope with that were bogus. Have we tried getting a kitten? I don't know. Maybe get a kitten. Okay. Hey, Kirby. What you doing, Kirby? What you doing there? Wait. Wait, how different is ADHD and autism? LOL. I thought they were similar. I guess that's just my ignorance. I'm not a specialty. I don't think about it that much. I just know they're different. I'm not a specialty. I'm not a specialist. I mean, I'm hungry. I didn't have breakfast today. I love cats. My mom doesn't want a cat in our house. I for real feel that. For real feel. Okay, let me see. Da, 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 da. So this one is Malik. ADHD and autism is kind of similar. Every time I think of autism, I just think of The Good Doctor, and now everybody memes on it for being bad autism representation. Because, man, I was about to say a joke that would get dug up in 4 years to end my career. Well, I'm playing with imaginary money, but whatever. Okay. Yeah, I think this stream was a lot of layup, a lot of build up. Let me save. Haven't saved in a while. What? Okay, so because people with autism and people like me with ADHD tend to be a bit hyperactive. And get pretty cranky when they don't have proper attention. The first thing that came to my mind was that phrase, "My dog has autism." That does not relate to anything, but that's just what came to my mind. Somebody said meds work for one but not the other. Dr. Sean Murphy. I'm a surgeon. Anyway. Let me finish drawing this lower half of Malik. And I'll probably call the stream for today, for right now. Because I wanted to stream to see like how this would go. It's going pretty good. It went pretty good. But I should not stream on an empty stomach. And besides, I gotta commit. I was like debating on whether I should stream. I was debating on whether I should stream or whether I should work on a commission. So I was like, I'm gonna stream for an hour and then work on the commission for a bit. So I think I'm gonna do that. So, but the stream went on for like 2 hours, so twice the amount, and the commission shouldn't take that long. So, might as well should do that and get that out the way. I didn't even eat breakfast yesterday. It do be like that. It Scooby do be like that. But anyway, I'll check everybody later. Thank you for coming out. Oh snap, Rengoku, how have you been? Ah man, thank you. Ah man, I completely ignored that. Sorry that I wasn't paying attention, Rengoku. That was embarrassing, but it is what it is. Sorry about that. But I think I'll stream again tonight. So how about I'll stream again tonight if all things goes well. So anyway.